upon a time, off the coast of Catalonia, there was a tortoise and a hare. This was him. He kind of looked like a tortoise, and him, who certainly had hair. They had set off together, each alone, on their own vessels. The hare wanted to teach the tortoise a lesson. Oh, the hare was quick in his Jeannot Sunfast 37. And the tortoise tried to keep up. He was Le Suisse, a nationality notoriously slower than the fast-talking French. As the hare swept by, he'd leave the tortoise alone in his wake, far, far behind. Its shell was weighing him down, but the tortoise kept at it steadily, gaining momentum, slowly learning the ropes and steadily making his way along the course. Pulled and pumped, spun and surfed on his shell, keeping an even keel in a jostled sea. Meanwhile, the hare glided and slid atop the swell, hopped and popped along its way, pulling away from the tortoise, further and further. But the tortoise kept firmly on his course. Splash after spray, he never wavered and put to good use all the trimming tips the hare had given him about being able to go faster.
All right, this is sailing. Man, what's that one guy's sailing channel? The Norwegian dude, the Viking. All sailing and no bullshit. Well, guess what? This is all sailing and no bullshit. And sometimes it's bullshit and sailing. Allô, Wacombix?
Ouais, je viens de reprendre la météo. Là, normalement, ça devrait mollir et ça devrait basculer. On devrait être portant d'ici une paire d'heures.
Ouais, hier soir, tu m'avais dit qu'il devait faire couvert puis il n'y avait pas de vent.
Eh ben oui, ça a changé, je vais te la refaire là.
Non, je rigole, hein.
Allez, on va passer portant, ça sera mieux. À tout à l'heure, ciao.
À tout à l'heure, ciao. Well, things have settled down quite a bit. Doing about 6 knots. And less waves, less wind. So I'm kind of hungry. It's time to make something to eat. Pretty cool, these pivoting, balancing stoves.
The tortoise never stopped, even when he had to eat. He needed the energy the voyage demanded, so he'd keep on cooking, and keep on moving.
The wave seems to have died down somewhat, except for this one. And I'm doing 5.3 knots ground and about 6, sometimes 6.5 on surface. So we're moving along. It's fun. At least it's pleasant. It's great sailing. This is really nice. And I'm really getting to understand and know Galopin much better, and how to control him when the wind starts blowing and stuff like that. Whenever I come inside and make some food or check my position and all that kind of stuff, I always try to poke my head out and make sure that there's nothing coming up on my way. If I don't see anything up ahead in a peripheral for, that means I'm good for about 5-10 minutes of being down here. I used to take reefs in the mainsail, but Biggs told me, until you hit 20 knots of wind, just start furling up your Genoa, and after 20 knots you start taking in reefs in your mainsail. Because your mainsail is what steers this boat, and this boat's kind of a heavy boat, so it's been working out really good to just furl the Genoa, and keeps me from heeling as much. And now I've just taken out some more. A little bit more Genoa, not completely open, because the wind's down to between 12 and 14 knots, so so I can keep the speed. I'm trying to not go below 5 knots. Wind has died down to about 8 knots, and Biggs just called me and said, "Hey, where are you?" And I said I was at Bay de Montjoy, and he's near Cap Creus, near Catalonia. So he's about 6 miles ahead of me, something like that. And there's no wind where he's at, so wind has definitely died down since earlier when it was really, fun and sporty and wavy and stuff like that, and close reach. And now this is mellow, and I turn on the motor to make up some distance between me and Biggs, because I want to get into Salva and anchor before night, like last night. So all good here. I want to come back here and check out some of these calas or coves. This is pretty wild wilderness area of northern Spain, Mediterranean Spain here. And what's been so cool so far has been getting more manageable as we go along. I certainly don't want to say it's been getting easier, because nothing is easy, but I've learned so much with Biggs and so much with just myself and Galopin, that I have just learned to manage the boat, control the boat, help the boat perform better, and it's been a wonderful experience. This is so cool. Anybody who wants to go sailing and do anything like that has got to take their boat out on their own and really get in touch with it and feel it and let it feel you, and try to push it to its limits. I haven't done that so far yet too much, but it's just a whole other thing. You get to know the baby. There's little things here and there, and you touch it and trim it here and there, and it just works all that much better, and it's appreciative. So this is just awesome. Solo sailing is just a great way to really get the feel of sailing and really get to know yourself, the boat, and the sea.
Galopin, galopin, galopin.
Ici Galopin,
C'est toi qui viens de passer Cap Creux là dans le creux?
c'est moi.
Et c'est moi juste devant.
Et je pensais. Alors à tout de suite.
The Tortoise was a little quicker than the Hare with the help of Diesel Simone. And then the Hare caught himself in a wind hole and watched the Tortoise pass by. Moral of the story: if you want to be a sailor, don't be afraid of failure.
We're coming into Puerto de la Selva. For the first time, I'm ahead of Bix. So the Tortoise has beaten the Hare. Well, he waited for me, so that doesn't really count. But here we are. Everything's really calm and gentle. Should be a good night of sleep before our last leg of our journey. So we'll have to go get something to eat here, I think, and have a drink and chill out. Awesome.
Comme peignoir, comme dress-robe.
Bathrobe. Bathrobe.
Bathrobe, sorry. Allez, come on. Tu descends de l'annexe et tout, c'est bon.
Ok, j'arrive. Hello, welcome Bix.
Hello, Galopin, how do you do?
Doing good.
Come on for take a trip. Whisky.
On n'est pas bien là?
Yeah, super. C'est bon, j'ai pu pas dire.
Quoi? Was it a good day? C'était un bon jour aujourd'hui?
Yes.
Allez, décris comment c'était.
C'était du prêt, c'est toujours du prêt. On aimerait du portant. Mais demain, ça sera du portant.
Mais c'était sportif, c'était sympa.
Yes. Tomorrow, the wind in the house.
In the ass.
In the house.
Yes.